We are thrilled to be dedicating this beautiful new pavilion. What a wonderful celebration of the new year. Al and Gloria, this couldn't have happened without you. We are so grateful for your vision, for your wisdom and guidance throughout this process, and your generosity. Keith Vanderwright and your 18 students who have led with their hearts and passion and who have been incredibly committed, thank you. We are so grateful. You cared about what the experience would be for our children. When children and families come here to this family treasure garden, they will have a better experience than they ever had before. Thanks to you, your hard work and your dedication, the way you have worked with this process and learning about what it's like to be at a children's museum, thank you. Thank you also to KBS constructors for your guidance and advice. We really appreciate so many of you coming together for the children and the families in our community. We're going to try to make this quick and try to stay warm. I'd like to turn it over to Keith so he can talk to you more about the process and we can hear from the students.
Can you hear me okay? Thanks, Renee. These are always tough for me. Sorry, I'm Keith Vanderwright, Associate Professor at the University of Kansas Architecture, and this is a third-year design-build project. These students are in their third year of 5, and so this is a required course for them to take, where we really try to get their hands dirty and show them what it takes to bring their ideas to life. Hands dirty is an understatement. Whenever we open a project like this, it's hard for me to choose what to talk about because so much happens during the semester. I'm going to let the students talk a little bit about their experience. I'll just share a couple of highlights. This is the type of project where we push very hard at the beginning of the semester to design, and then we turn in our drawings for permit, and we say, wow, that was tough. Then we start digging, and then it gets very tough. We had wonderful partners on this project. We had a structural engineer who's here, Celeste Spiggert over there from McClure Engineering. And we had a whole lot of professionals that donate time and work with the students. The students get to meet and learn how to collaborate with people on the project. So it's really a great experience for them professionally. Once we started digging, Celeste encouraged us to have very large footings on this project. We have 4-foot deep holes that we had to dig. We were told that the zoo used to bury some of their dead animals somewhere around there. We were excited to see what we would uncover. Instead, we hit an old roadbed. And so that proved very challenging to get the holes dug, but we persevered. We broke through it, poured footings, and kept going. Perseverance is a huge part of the semester for the students, and I overcoming challenges like that. I hate to say it, but it does build character. Working in the heat and the cold, all of that is just a wonderful experience for everybody, and the kind of teamwork that goes into this type of project. Nobody got seriously hurt on this project, which is always a wonderful thing to say at the end of a semester. A couple of the students did fall into the foundation holes, right? Ben, twice. After I told them, don't walk backwards on the job site, don't walk backwards on the job site. And everybody was okay. We do take obviously all the safety precautions, and everybody respected each other on the site, which is also phenomenal. Last thing, and then I'll get out of here. A project like this is ambitious in 4 months, and I hesitate to take it on unless I know we have good partners, good supporters, but then also really great students. And it's tough to know at the beginning of the semester, but this group in general from day one has gotten after this project. Whatever I said, they rose to the challenge, they responded, and they came back to me with more and more work, more and more ideas, and that's the only reason we were able to finish it. So I want to thank the students who put in their time, effort, driving to Topeka day after day, and just an incredible effort on their part. So, and then last thing, our other partners on the project, we have Tyler from AZZ Galvanizing, Greg from A1 Powder, Kate, KBS, we thank McClure Engineering, Carl Ramberg from Ramberg Stoneworks, who acted as mentor and guide on carving the stones in the middle here. And then Suzanne Hampton, who was a wonderful collaborator on the project as well. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody that's here, especially. But thank you to KCDC. Thank you to Alfred and Gloria for their support on this project. Couldn't have done it without anybody that was a part of this project. So Thank you so much. I'll turn it over to students.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for coming out and celebrating such a special structure with us. I'm Julia Larkin and this is Ben Tentis, and we're just going to talk a little bit about our process and some of the features of our design.
We first want to start out also by thanking Mr. and Mrs. Lay. This was such an incredible project to work on, and we're just glad we could work towards your vision. We're really thankful that KCDC has housed us for these past few months, and much thanks to Keith Vanderreet, our fearless leader on this project.
We're just going to talk a little bit about some of the features. We took aspects from Chinese culture and Buddhism, and so we were really influenced by the lotus and the dragon and the Chinese zodiac. And so one of the main features of our design is the dragon acoustic installation to help immerse the children here at the Discovery site into nature. They'll be able to hear the noise from the stream, and that project was headed by Brittany Martinez, as well as a group of classmates and Jackson Specialties. They all made it possible for the design to come to fruition, so thank you all to them.
Another prominent feature of the structure is our center stonework. The 12 animals of the zodiac calendar are arranged out. They were all stone carved by students with help from Carl Rankford, and they're arranged around a central yin and yang symbol.
Yeah, so the pagoda itself, we took different influences, and we wanted to keep it more a sense of nature, and so the Daogong brackets are meant to resemble leaves, kind of holding the roof structure up, and then the roof itself, we wanted to have it as broad of curves as possible to give it more like an organic feel. And then the finial at the top, we actually took from the Chinese zodiac. And so since it's directly above the stone carvings that a group of our classmates did, it's meant to reflect some moon phases as well, and also just take on a more traditional finial appearance.
And then, as Keith said, following the design work was right into the build section. We had a team of students working on construction documents, which were approved thanks to Celeste over at McClure and KBS Constructors as well. From there, we began our metalwork, and these are all steel columns that we welded together with the Daogong brackets, and with help from AZZ galvanizing and A1 with powder coating, we had them galvanized with powder coating.
Yeah, so then next we moved on to wood fabrication. So a group of our classmates worked on that, from the main rafters to the purlins to the shims. There were a lot of specific cuts that we wouldn't have been able to make without TJ. So thank you so much. Yes. And then from there we had some more steel fabrication with the tension ring, the finial plate, and the finial. A group of our classmates worked on that. There were lots of cuts and welds and bends and late nights, so thank you to all of them. And then the overall structure came together, and we were able to fasten on the tiles, which the Ludovici group generously donated to us. So that was really nice. And then the project did go over semester a little bit, which was just kind of showed how dedicated our students were and how proud we are to have finished this. So thank you all so much for coming.
A man by the name of Bernard Poco Frazier, who was a sculptor and he taught not in the School of Fine Arts at KU, but in the architect school. And they were in the 60s, 1960s and 70s. There was a conference that would happen in Lawrence that became the International Sculpture Center, and this was what he said at one of the conferences they had in 1966. I'm going to suggest that whatever our society amounts to in the future, however overpopulated and overcrowded and overbearing, there will perhaps be more and more need for a private place, a special place, and an intellectually sacred place where the individual can somehow or other look into his own heart to see what he actually is. I strongly believe that the descendant of what we now call the sculptor will be the person who has the skill to design these special places where the soul can go. And I want to tell each of you students, that's what you did. You sculpted a magical, special place, and it was so much fun to be a part of.